Hi everybody. Wait, what's going on? Oh, there it is. Hi! How you guys doing? I'm making a wreath today and I'm starting out with a bow. I can't promise this is going to be the best voiceover because everything hurts and I'm dying. But I'm going to try. I have 7 ribbons going into this bow. The first one is from Dollar Tree, second from Dollar Tree, third is from Walmart, fourth and fifth also from Walmart, sixth from Dollar Tree, seventh from Michael's. I started out making 6-inch loops with the first 3, and then 5-inch loops with the second 3, the next 3 I guess, and then 4-inch loops with the pink one on the end for Michael's. This Walmart ribbon was on clearance, but it's spring. I don't know what's going on with my Walmart. They're like, let's just randomly put stuff on clearance that has no business being on clearance. But, you know, I'm happy about it because that ribbon, really nice. In this, I got this in a grab bag because I saw this spool of ribbons like in my house and I was like, where did that even come from? See, I made this like I've been making most of my regular bows, just the 2 loops, 2 tails, spread them out different directions, and I fast forwarded through this because do we really need to see it again? You know, it's 47 minutes of me trying to get this to look right. This one ended up looking really nice. I think it's because there was so much ribbon in it, and you can't see it because I'm, you know, I sped this up so much. I'm really pulling at those loops at the bottom to straighten them out to make sure they're completely twisted the right way instead of like a half twist or just kind of a lazy twist in the middle. And it made everything just kind of stand up a little bit nicer and it just looked nice. And all the tails were at like 7 inches and then I cut them back, and once it was on the wreath after the video was over, before I actually took the pictures, I trimmed them a little bit shorter. So I prefer to leave them long instead of cutting them short to begin with, because you can always cut them shorter, you can't cut them longer, you know. So this is our wreath. It's a Grapevine from Walmart. Love them. Started to not love them so much in this video because they're so dense it's hard to wire things through them, but I survived. This is a little shovel thing. I don't know, it was like a little, you know, door hanger or wall hanger that you could put something in. I'm using a little piece of foam from Dollar Tree and this moss from Dollar Tree. Y'all, I don't know what this moss was. It felt like wilted lettuce or like kale or something. It felt so bizarre. Like, I handed it off to my sister. I don't know if that's actually still in the video because she was sitting behind me while I was filming and I was like, feel this. I was like, I don't know what it's going on. I don't know what it is. It's freaking me out. But I put it in there, covered it with the moss, and then I'm just going to fill in on the sides. I really wanted this piece to be really visible in the finished wreath, but it's not. You know, I mean, when you're like right up on it, you can see it, but you can't see that it's a shovel at all, so. And I struggle with this for a long time. I filmed this on Friday morning and I was having the worst arthritis flare up in my hands, and I mean, anybody who has arthritis knows, like, I mean, I couldn't even move some of my fingers, but I'm sitting here trying to make this wreath because I don't like to wait until the last minute to get my videos done. So I'm trying to wire it on here. It's not going great. I end up cutting off the camera, holding it close to me, you know, getting right up on it and getting it wired on there. But all I did was twist around where the hangers are on the back, and then I put some wire underneath the chicken wire at the bottom, which you can't see because it's, you know, it's covered up. But it was so sturdy I could hold it like a pizza pan, you know, because it was on there really good. Now I'm going in with some flowers. The lavender is from Walmart. The tulips are from Michael's. What else do we put in there? Green baby's breath from Walmart. Don't know if that's a thing or not. I don't know. This eucalyptus from Walmart. Excellent value. It's $2 for a bush that you can cut each piece into 2 pieces. So It's a lot of eucalyptus for $2, and it's nice. Yeah, I couldn't cover the entire inside with foam, so there's just some in the middle, which was, it was kind of hard to work with, but I got it done. And now I'm popping some of these heads off and moving them around because I only have 4 colors of the tulips, and I only wanted to use like 1 stem from each because I need them for the side. So put them in there. They were in like color blocks, and then I just moved some of them around so it looked a little more random. Let's see, I'm just holding it by the handle like it's, no big deal. And I'm kind of like, where's the bow going? I don't know. And that was my sister's hand in there, but I knew it was going to go at the top because then you really wouldn't have been able to see the bottom if that giant bow had been down there. These are some scraps of ribbon I had left over. Not really scraps. I mean, it was the rest of the roll for some of them. I am cutting these they were cut at 9.5. I dovetailed them, and now I'm just making some little tail ends here. I want something to break up the shovel and the wreath. I want something between that so you can still see that there's something there and it doesn't go from the shovel piece into the florals. Like, I needed something to distinguish that. And as soon as you put it in there, you're like, oh, okay, well, there's a shovel and it's got ribbon around it. It does kind of get lost at the end, but I felt like it did what it had to do. And it brings the ribbon down some. So I'm just gluing these in here. They're, we're just wrapped with the pipe cleaner. I'm putting the pink and green at the top, and then the burlap and the bluish green at the bottom. And I'm making sure I'm spreading those apart and getting in there real nice, so they stand up some. And now that I've got them all nice, I just push them all in the middle so I can add literally everything on this table into this wreath. I have these like orangey, peach, yellow ones, some regular peach ones, blue ones, white tulips, the lavender, the eucalyptus, and the green baby's breath. I still need to look that up. And I'm starting out with these just to kind of map out where I'm going. Like, I know I'm going up from the center, but I wanted to set some guidelines for, like, don't go past here, which, of course I did. I did. Why am I doing this? I completely ignored this, and I was like, more. So yeah, see, I have those tulips on there, and I know that I want to stay within there. I don't, but I want to. So I've been using the glue gun for a couple days now that my sister gave me. It's a dripless ad tech. It is dripless, so I know I said that it wasn't, but at the time it wasn't. I think it's just because, they have that air gap in there when you first put the glue stick in, and once it, I went through like a glue stick or two, it just stopped dripping. But I didn't realize when I bought it, it's only high temp. Like, my other one is low temp, high temp, you can switch it. But this is high temp, so as I'm putting these in here, the glue is very hot, which I don't care about, I can't barely feel my fingers anyway. But it's very liquidy, so as I'm putting it on here, these stems, it's like dripping off. So I'm gonna get a glue pot probably. I probably should already have one. I just don't. I don't know why I never had one. I just feel like this would have been so much easier if I had a glue pot. So I'm gonna be on the lookout for a skillet I can use. And I'm just going around and filling in. I like to go in with the flowers first, and then I hit the camera for some reason. I like to go in with the flowers first, and then come in and fill in with some greenery. Like, normally you would want to put your greenery first to kind of make a base for all your flowers to go in, but I kind of do it backwards most of the time. Like, I like to make sure that my flowers are where they're going to be, and I'm going to have room to put them there, because the more stuff I put in here, the harder it is for me to put other stuff in here, because the stems are just, it's tight already, and then I'm adding all these stems to it. And I love making grapevines. I really do. And yeah, if you need a greenery and you like eucalyptus, go to Walmart, get you a couple of bushes of this. This is one bush in the wreath right now. I end up adding some more later because of course I do. But it was a really nice amount for $2, and it's nice quality. I wasn't sure about these blue tulips, so when I went to go buy them, my mom was with me, and she was like, oh, I like those. And I said, I don't, but then I was like, I wanted the green tulips. I don't know if Michael's even sells those, or maybe mine just didn't have them at the time. But I like the blue. It ended up working out nicely, especially with the ribbon I chose. So now that I have everything in, I'm filling in with the lavender. There's no purple in the wreath except for the lavender. Like, there's no purple in the ribbon, but I thought it was a nice, you know, contrast kind of with the pinks and the peaches and the yellows and orangey colors. My head. I was standing up while I was doing this, and when I was editing the footage, all I could hear, because my head was right next to the camera, I was like, oh, you know, all my sad pain noises I make. So I'm adding the bow to the top, getting on there. It's not straight. I'm gonna take it off again later. It still wasn't straight when I put it back on. I ended up having to hot glue it because I just could not get it through there in a way that was even and that made me like visually pleased. So you can see it's uneven right now. I'm going to move it later. It's still going to be a little uneven. I ended up just gluing it on there. I'm going to have to go back through with like a piece of floral wire and actually wire it on, but I glued it on just to get it where I wanted it so I could wire it on later. And I'm just adding some extra tulips to the center of this bow. And because, I mean, you can look at it now and say, well, things kind of look even. Like the left side right now, which is the actual right side of the wreath, it looks fuller. And I couldn't see that until I actually went back and looked at the video. So I keep adding things that bring the florals closer and closer to the bow, which was a bad idea. I ended up taking them all out, which was even harder than putting them in. But you just have to keep looking. Like, it's hard for me because I'm standing up, looking down at this wreath, like I'm looking in the monitor of my camera to see how it looks, but I never have a good experience with putting things down, like looking at something, working on it on a table. Like, ideally, I would have this up the entire time so I could put something in, step back, look at it. That's not conducive to filming for me, so once it's up on the wall, I usually have to go in there and move some things around. Like now you can really see that the right is very full, so I'm trying to compensate on the left by adding the rest of my flowers in, and it still looked uneven when I went to go take pictures, which was when I, you know, finally looked at it up close on the wall, and I was like, ugh. That bow gave me so much trouble. It looks nice, just hard to get on there. So here it is outside on my shed. I don't know what I did with these pictures. It is nowhere near as bright as it appears. I mean, those blue tulips, you know, they're ridiculous in this picture, but, you know, it is what it is. You get the gist of it. The colors are just not like massively off, but that blue is definitely not that bright. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. I had fun making it. If you can remember to comment, like, subscribe, turn on your notifications, and follow me on Instagram, I would really appreciate that. I'm trying to get my numbers up here so I can get my channel remonetized. I hope you guys enjoyed this, which I think I already said, and I will see you on Wednesday with some fun stuff for Easter. Bye-bye.